So, on Monday, I had my very first day of sewing class, costume class, and it was actually pretty stressful, I would like to say. So it was like our actual first day where we were doing stuff like sewing. So we had to do like this starter kit to show that we know how to do everything that we need to do, or we're going to be doing like throughout the semester. So we had to show that we know how to use the actual machine, right? So this was a bit, this is the bottom, oops. Okay, so we had to go in like a square, and I feel like I did okay. It was just a bit hard because the lines, like the drawn lines that are here that you can kind of see on the map, well, no you can't, they're not exactly straight. So I'm like, should I just keep going in a straight line, or should I veer off where the like the pen is going as well? And then it was a completely different like sewing machine, and it had like this setting where, like, because we have to like turn in, you have to have your pin, your needle like in the fabric to turn it. It would have a thing where like when you stop sewing, the pin will go an extra thing to stop, to let go in the fabric. So then I would overshoot the corners, and it was so annoying. But you know, I don't think it was that bad. It was just a bit harder when I started in the middle, and that got a bit difficult. But then we had to do curves. I've never had to sew a curve before, and you know, it was fine on the outside. It's cool. I was doing good. And then the inside, you know, I feel like that was kind of, I expected that to happen, because how are you gonna do that type of a curve, you know? And then we had to start doing other stuff. So we had to learn how to use a serger, which is this stuff that's on the side. I'm guessing that's like to hem things if you don't have like, if you actually have a serger. And then we had to hand stitch here. I don't know what this stitching is called, where it looks like that on the back. It was kind of difficult. The thing that was stressing me out is the fact that I saw her do it, but then she was like, okay guys, now we're gonna go on a 10-minute break. So then I did my break, but then I just totally forgot what I just saw her do right when I got back. So I was like, you know, can I see you do it again? And then when I was using the serger too, she was saying, okay, put it in the needle, by the needle, but like in front of it. But I was like, where's the needle? The thing was like so complicated looking. I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I was like, do I need glasses? Like, I could see it, but I just didn't know what I was looking for and at. It was just a whole bunch of metal, and I was like, huh? But yeah, with the other stuff that's in the bag, there's like a zipper. I've never had to sew a zipper on. And then there's some buttons and some other stuff that I have no idea. I don't know what they are actually. And I'm kind of scared because I've never had to do any of this before, but obviously she's gonna be there to do it with us. And honestly, I was shaking in my boots, but I got over it, and I will continue to get over it because I'll keep shaking in my boots when I get there.